Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian. I'm here today at the Rock Island Auction House taking a look at some of the guns they have coming up for sale in their April of 2015 premiere auction. I always like, when I'm here, to take the opportunity to look at some of the guns that were sold 100 or 200 years ago that just seem kind of outlandish today. And so I picked out an Elgin Cutlass pistol to take a look at because I think that fits that definition pretty well. Now, of course, back in the day when you had muzzle-loaded percussion pistols, you only had one chance at a gunshot and then you're out of ammo until you take a fairly decent amount of time to reload. So what better idea than to stick your gun onto a real big knife? Gives you some backup opportunities and options. So let me go ahead and bring the camera in closer and let's take a look at this thing up close. So this type of cutlass pistol was patented by a guy named George Elgin, and they were manufactured in Amherst, Massachusetts from 1837 until 1839. Kind of the idea was to exploit some of the popularity of guys like Jim Bowie, famous knife fighters with very large knives. The fight at the Alamo had happened in 1836, just prior to these being put on the market. So I'm sure that had something to do with well, I was going to say, I think that had something to do with their popularity, except these never actually sold in particularly large numbers. There are a fair number of fakes of them around today. Obviously, it's something that's not all that difficult to forge. What's interesting is, while they're all marked Elgin's patent, because it was George Elgin who did in fact patent the idea, they were manufactured by two different companies. So this is a Morrill, Mossman, and Blair example. They were also manufactured by the Allen Company. So an easy way to tell the difference, Allen guns have octagonal barrels and rounded trigger guards, where the Morrill, Mossman, and Blair ones have round barrels and squared off trigger guards back here. The most interesting version of this is a variety that was actually 150 of which were purchased by the US Navy for a South Seas expedition in 1838. Those were Allen guns. Now, ones like this would have been sold on the commercial market. They came in a fairly wide variety of calibers and blade lengths. This particular one is a 40 caliber barrel, and it's a 15.5-inch overall, so it's about an 8-inch blade on it. They are percussion guns, so you would muzzle load, and actually you should point out you can see the dovetail there where the blade was attached. Dovetail milled onto the blade to attach it to a cutout in the barrel. Anyway, you would muzzle load your charge and your projectile, and then there is no safety, or I'm sorry, there's a half-cock safety, and then at full cock, put on a percussion cap, fire the gun, and then you're left with a pointy knife. Now, interestingly, the US Navy order of these actually marks the first official use of a percussion handgun by the US military. So, kind of a cool little bit of notoriety there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to add this slightly ludicrous and very cool piece to your own personal collection, you can certainly do so. It's coming up for sale in April here at Rock Island. So if you take a look in the link below, that'll take you to Rock Island's catalog page on it. You can check out their high-res pictures, their cataloger's description, and have all the info you need to set up an account online, place a bid, or come here in person and participate in the auction. Thanks for watching.